Today we're going to be looking at Argentina and the cities of Buenos Aires, Rosario and Juan Bautista Alberdi, home of Perotti, Di Maria and Correa. Buenos Aires is the capital of Argentina and translates into English to mean good winds. It is also the most visited city in the whole of South America. The city was founded in 1536 by Spaniard Pedro de Mendoza, but was abandoned 8 years later after a native uprising. Buenos Aires is on the banks of the world's widest river, the Rio de la Plata. There are over 15 million people in the Greater Buenos Aires region. This is more than London or Paris. Buenos Aires is also home to both River Plate and Boca Juniors, who contest the Super Clasico, which is one of the most famous rivalries in the whole of world football. River Plate have produced players such as Lucas Ocampos, Manuel Lanzini, Eric Lamela and Gonzalo Higuain. Meanwhile, Boca Juniors have produced Rodrigo Bentancur, Carlos Tevez and Javier Mascherano. Rosario is the third largest city in Argentina and can be found on the west bank of the Rio Paraná. 1.7 million people live here, and this is where Angel Di Maria was born. Also born in Rosario was Lionel Messi, who used to play for a local football team, Newell's Old Boys. By far the smallest city that we're going to be looking at today is Juan Bautista Alberdi, with a population of just 18,500 people. The city was named after prominent Tucuman politician Juan Bautista Alberdi and is closer to the capitals of Peru and Paraguay than Argentina itself. As well as this, you have the Punto Tombo penguins, the Cerro Torre mountain in the Andes, and the Devil's Throat waterfall. The top division of football in Argentina is called the Argentine Primera Division. It's been contested 129 times and contains 24 teams from around Argentina. River Plate have won it the most times, and each time you do win it, you go into the Copa Libertadores. This is the team that I've been using for these clips. Starts out as a 4-3-3, but we changed it to a 4-2-2-2. The formation that I was using 4-2-2-2, that was very good. You can easily dominate players just from possession, especially if you had the possession team style on, which I was using. There's a good mix of goals here from quite a lot of the players in my team. Just because of this formation, there was always a winger cutting inside or a midfielder playing box to box. But a lot of the goals were just from Di Maria, who would cut inside from the wing, skill a player with his amazing dribbling, and then just curl one in with his strong foot. His weak foot is very poor. He most of the time will not use it, even if it would make a lot of sense. But you have to expect that when you've only got 2-star weak foot. Correa, he was fast enough to beat most defenders that he came up against. He had good skills, he's tall, good shooting, so for the price that he cost, I think he was about 800 coins. 100% he's worth it for a starter team. Perotti, he was okay, but I expected a bit more from him. He was very weak, he ran out of stamina, couldn't shoot amazingly well, but his dribbling and his passing were both quite good. The rest of the team was good too. I recommend Luis Alberto, he's got a high rating. In my opinion, he's definitely worth the coins that being a high rated player brings, because he wouldn't win games by himself, he would often cut inside, and then he's got one of the best shots that you can get. So now I'm going to do the final player reviews and give you scores and pros and cons. It's largely going to be similar to what I mentioned here, but we're going to start off with Di Maria. I gave him an 8 out of 10. Like I said, good dribbling, good shooting, 5-star skills, all very useful. But he definitely was someone who needed a bit more stamina. Correa, he's definitely a good target man. He's fast, tall, and can shoot, but he does get out muscle. And Perotti, yeah, he's a 5 out of 10 player. If you need him for the links, you can use him, but I wouldn't recommend going out of your way when you've got someone like a Lexus instead. Thank you for watching, and if you have any recommendations, please let me know.